Okay. Let's see who hops on. Officially live. Let's see who joins us. We're going to give people a second to sign in. According to my Calendly app, it says about 30 people are going to hop on. So hopefully we can get 30 people to hop on here. We'll see if they're on. If you guys are on here, can you give me a wave or something so I know some people are here? For some reason, I can't see if people are actually logged on right now. And I want to make sure I don't get too deep into any of this until everybody's on. So if you guys are here, give me a little wave or something. Let's see. Just waiting a second for people to get on. Just to prove somebody else to get on here. All right. I'm trying to see if it says it's on. Never done a live where I've waited for people to hop on, but I just want to make sure everybody's here before we get going. Okay, looks like we have 9 people. Oh, people are writing on here. I can't see it on here. Okay. Vinny's here, Ronnie's here, Brad's here, Travis is here, and Mills. Hey guys. Okay, we got 9 people on currently. 9 people. I think that's enough to get going. What do you guys think? I mean, it is 7:03 and we got an hour's worth of content to get into. So I think we should start. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'm looking at myself on my laptop, talking, just so I can read your guys' comments. Because normally on Mondays I go on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. And when people comment, I can directly see when people do it. But right now I'm literally just looking at my face, so I can't see if people are typing. But looks like Megan's here. Okay, great. Okay. Well, hopefully, so it said 30 people were going to be on, but if anybody, so just a warning, if anybody has to leave for something, you won't miss out on this live because I'm going to actually post it later. I'm going to keep it up for, let's say, I think until tomorrow at noon at least, so people can rewatch it later because I have something super special to announce at the very end, and I want to make sure you guys stay on and you guys see it. Okay, so looks like 8 people or 9 people are on. It's 7:04. Let's go. Let's go. First of all, if you're a parent I think a lot of parents are on here with their daughters. But if you're a parent with your daughter, give me a wave signal so I know specifically who I'm talking to. I have this content ready for both parents and athletes because I think it's so important to know as a parent what your athlete's goals are because you are the ones who are supposed to hold them accountable. And we're going to talk about accountability here in a little bit. But I think it's so awesome if you guys are on here with your kids. And if you're not, show your kids later because this is something where we have to understand we're a team. And I know, and I'm saying we as if my dad was with me right now because my dad and I, we were a team growing up. It was him and I in the trenches, going out and hitting after dinner, especially when I didn't want to sometimes. And it was him and me. And so when I succeeded, he was succeeding. And that was just the type of partnership he and I had growing up. And I know how important it is for parents to be able to know and learn some knowledge that maybe they don't know, but they're willing to learn so that their kid can thrive in this game. And all in all, that's the whole point, is having these athletes be able to thrive in this game. And the way they will thrive is by learning how to create and stick to a goal. So that's what today is all about. I'm super pumped. First of all, I want to say congratulations to everybody that's here because you've already made the first step to be able to move to bigger and better things within your game or your daughter's game. This is the first step to be able to own something And from now on, like as soon as this live is over, even probably during this live, y'all are going to be, my whole goal is that you guys are excited, you guys are fired up to rise in every aspect of your game. And the coolest part is when you have a goal that sets your heart on fire and you are all in on that goal, especially like let's say a softball goal, you're going to start wanting to create goals for like your personal goals. You're going to want to start making goals for every aspect of your life. And if you rise in one, they say when the tide rises, everybody follows. So if you're rising the tide for just your softball game, all of a sudden your accountability for your homework or for tests or for, let's say, another sport you're playing is all going to rise because you're putting in the work so hard in softball that you're learning the tools and the habits that are going to carry on into other aspects of your game and when you're 26 like me, later on in life. So here's what we're going to be working on today so you kind of have an outline of what is going to be going on. It looks like, okay, we still have 8 people. So we're going to create a goal together. Then I'm going to ask some of you if you are willing to share your goals with the group. And the reason why I think this is important is because, one, I want to be able to work on that goal with you. So once we have the goal in mind, it's my job to try and help you figure out the baby steps that are going to help you get to that goal. So I want to use one of you guys as an example. So have that in your mind. Don't freak out. It's going to be amazing. If none of you tell me what your goals are, I'll just tell you mine. So no pressure there. But I will be sharing my goal. Because I think it's good to be able to see somebody else do it and how I look at things. Because the way I look at it is I learn more from the people that are just doing the thing, and being able to hear the behind the scenes work of someone who is like a role model in my life. It helps me be able to say, okay, I don't have that, but I'm going to try that. And everything that I say, I'm guarantee you right now, not everything I say is going to work specifically to you, but these are the things that worked for me. So, but here's the thing, I'm giving you so much information that there is going to be at least 5 or 6 things that you can take home and start doing right away. Like literally as soon as this live is over, I anticipate y'all being jacked up about, a goal that's going to set your heart on fire and using the tools that I give you throughout this next, let's say, it is 7:09 now. Jeez, I feel like I've been talking for 30 minutes. For the next 50 minutes these are the things that I wish that I would have known as a younger athlete, but I ended up figuring out later on with my dad. So the fact that a lot of dads are here, like, man, if this was available for my dad when he was growing up with me in this sport, I think I've shared this before, but my dad and I, like, when I decided I wanted to play softball, I was 8 years old. And my dad, he played baseball, but he did not understand the sport of softball at all. He didn't get it. He didn't understand it. And so especially when I said I wanted to be a pitcher, he was just like, I have no idea what's going on. But the coolest thing that my dad did was he basically found out that I loved softball and I wanted to be good at it. And then he did everything humanly possible to learn the game as I was learning it. So I think it's just so rad that a lot of you are here with your daughters. And I think you guys have written that you are here with your daughters. And I know at least one of you is, because I know a lot of you guys on here. But the fact that you guys are on here together, like dad and daughter or mom and daughter, it means that you both are invested into the future of your child's game. And like, that is the coolest thing in the world. So just knowing that you guys are here and that you guys are willing to absorb like a sponge as much knowledge as possible, use some of these tools and tactics for yourself, it's so rad. So congratulations for getting on this live. This is going to be absolutely epic. I have this huge list of things that I want to tackle today, and it's funny because some people were asking me, like, is this going to be hard for you to come up with, like, all the things to tell people on how to create goals? And I'm like, you know what? No. Because my whole life, my dad was always telling me to shoot for the stars. And so if I was going to go after something, he was going to hold me accountable to that thing. And so from a young age, I've instilled these principles into my life. Principles like accountability. Principles like knowing how to journal. So this is actually something that I've really honed into later on in my life, but it's made the biggest difference of all time. So hopefully you guys got the email and it read, you need a journal out in front of you. So hopefully you have a journal. This is one of my goals journals. So have a journal. I need you to open it up to the first blank page in the journal, first blank page that's left. And I want you to write today's date. It is August 29th, 2019. So take the time, write that date down. I really don't like that I don't have like feedback right here as I'm watching it, but it's okay. Keep writing comments. Okay, that's another thing. Before we dive too deep, if you guys have questions about journaling or even questions about anything that I'm saying, I want you to comment and make a comment directly on here, and then I'll keep uploading my page right here so I can see the comments in real time and be able to answer those questions that you have. So this is totally interactive. This is me and you. This is you and your daughter. This is anybody, if the whole family's in the room, like this is all of us together. So if any of you guys have a question, the coolest thing is ask the question. Like, don't be afraid to ask the question, because I guarantee you somebody else on this live is also wondering the same thing. Okay? So ask the questions. Got it? All right. So no comments yet. So you're going to open up to the first blank page, and what you're going to do, you wrote the date, August 29th. Right under that, I want you to sit and kind of reflect on this for a second. And when I say a second, it's going to be probably like 30 seconds. But I need you to come up with the last thing that you did in this game. And it could be pitching, it could be hitting, it could be any aspect of softball. The last thing that you did in this game that you crushed it. Like you were up to bat and you hit this line drive to left field and scored a run. Like it was amazing. And I'm kind of calling out Kenzie because I know she's on here. But something that when it happened, you all of a sudden got super excited, and your teammates were excited, your parents were excited, your coaches were excited, and you felt like you were on top of the world. So I want you to think and reflect on that one moment where this thing happened to you. So think about it for a second. I'll give you like 30 seconds. But once you think of it, you're going to write it down. And here's the thing. You're going to write until your hand stops writing. So I want you to be very, very specific on this moment. So earlier today, so while you're thinking, I'm going to kind of share a story of mine. Earlier today on my Facebook and Instagram, I posted my first home run. Like when I think I was 12 years old, and I hit a grand slam walk-off to win the game. You know, and this happened when I was young, and I didn't know what journaling was. So when this actually happened, I didn't remember, you know, what team I was playing. I didn't remember specifically like where in the lineup I was hitting or any of the details. I just know the moment. And it's something where when that moment happened, the first thing I should have done when I got home, other than go after I celebrated at Dairy Queen and got ice cream, the first thing I should have done was write down specifically what happened in that moment. Because if I write down specifically what happened in that moment, like all of the things, like even if it's a full page of that moment, that's my first home run, y'all. Like that's something where I'm never going to forget it in my life, and I never want to forget it in my life, because there were times after that home run when I felt like I was the worst hitter in the entire world. I felt like I didn't deserve to be in the lineup because I was swinging at bad pitches, I was striking out a lot, I didn't believe in myself, and there were times after that home run when I felt like that. And I want to teach you right now that writing down this big time thing, writing down this thing that sets your heart on fire, that you get so excited about, like when you're writing, I hope you're writing this and smiling, because it should be something that makes you so excited. So that thing, write down that thing in full detail, everything you can think of regarding that goal. Write it all down. And I'm going to ask you, as soon as it's written down, to bookmark it. So I don't care if you just grab another piece of paper, but I want you to make sure that page, or if you just fold the page. A lot of people, they like to like fold the page up like this and just bookmark it like that. You can bookmark it like that. But I want you to promise me that either this paper or this journal that you're writing in, you bookmark that journal, because that's the entry. You have a tool right now. The first thing I'm giving you is a tool right now that anytime you get stuck in a rut or you feel like you're in a slump, Some people hate saying the word, but the word is true. It's real. Like, slumps are real life. But if you're in a slump and you can't think of anything that's going to make you smile, I want you to be able to pull out this journal, open it up, and open it to that page. This is going to be like your SOS page. This is going to be your SOS page. It's the page that has all the answers written inside it to make you smile. Because here's the thing. When you are in a place where you feel like you're not good at softball anymore, and you almost hate the sport for a second because the sport just got so hard. When you're in that moment, you can't help but live in the past, okay? You can't help but live in the past, 10 at-bats where they were terrible. You can't help but just always think about that and only think about that. But if you have this past moment, it's a past moment. But if you have that moment which proves that you're not the worst softball player in the world and that you're darn good at softball, look what you did against that pitcher. I know, I just talked about when I was 12, but that's still amazing. I did the amazing thing. I did more than what I even anticipated or expected. Now, when I don't believe in myself, I have this. I have this to be able to open up and say, you know what, you are good at softball. You're darn good at softball. You're just in a rut right now, but you're darn good at softball. And that one thing, that journal entry right here, can be your ticket when you're not feeling great. So you have this. Keep it somewhere where you know where it is. Like, I keep this journal on my desk all the time. It never leaves unless I'm on a flight and it comes with me. This is always with me because it has all of the things that have been tough, all of the things that have been great, and all of the things that I've accomplished. So have this journal. I just gave you the note. This is what you're going to look at when you need a little bit of help. So if you guys are done with your entry, if you guys have already done it, give me a thumbs up because I don't want to go a little further into this if you guys don't have that thing that you get excited about, because I want to make sure you have this in thorough detail and you don't forget any of the details. So give me a thumbs up if you guys see it. Okay. I'm looking at myself again on my laptop and it's kind of funny. All right, cool. Give me a thumbs up when it's done. Where are the people? Let's see. How many people are on here? Oh, now I see all the comments. Geez, I was only looking at like the first 5 comments. Okay, there have been more. Izzy's here. Lexi's here. We got thumbs up. Melissa's done. Love it. Lexi's watching too. Hey, Lexi. Hey, girl. Okay, parents, coach, and players here. Yes, Steve. I love that. Okay, sweet. All right, awesome. So I'm just going to keep updating these comments. But if you guys are done with this, you already have the first thing, okay? All right. Now, underneath all of that, or the next page, doesn't matter how much you wrote. This is what I like. This entire academy, I built it for this moment right here. And it's about coming up with your next goal. Some of you might already have your next goal in mind. Don't worry, I still have more things coming later. But some of you don't have a goal. Some of you don't have something that you're fighting for, you're shooting for within this game right now. And I'm here to help you find that goal, okay? I'm here to help you get into the right mindset to think about something that you want to achieve that was similar to that thing you just wrote down. Think about it. That thing you just wrote down that you got excited about. Maybe it was your first home run. Maybe it was your first triple. Maybe it was a stolen base you had. Maybe it was a throw out from the catcher. Like something that got you excited. That thing that makes you smile. Now, think about it. The goal that you want to achieve, it has to be something that that is similar to the feeling that you just wrote down. Okay? So think about it. Some people, they like to close their eyes and reflect on this thing. But what you just wrote down lit your heart on fire. You got excited about it. The next thing that you write down has to be something you've never done before. Maybe you've seen somebody else do this thing and you just want that feeling. Or you just want that to be the next thing under your name. Ashley Burkhart has done this thing. Like, it's something where, like, you can almost envision it, taste it, see it, but you just haven't done it yet. By the way, this goal that you're coming up with right now, that you're trying to, like, figure out in your brain right now, it should scare, can I say this word? I don't know. I'm making my own rules. It should scare the crap out of you. Like, it should scare you so much to where you're like, man, that's going to be hard. Like that, like when I'm thinking of my goal right now, I'll tell you it in a little bit, but when you think of that goal, you have to think in your head, man, that's going to be tough to get to. That's going to be really tough. Like, I just know it's going to be something that, one, if I do it, holy smokes, the world is going to change on its axis when I do this. But two, it has to be something that's like, wow, can I do this? Can I do this? And you have to be in the right mindset to be able to go and do it. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I hope you guys are coming up with or thinking about, like, you're almost like a clock in here and you're kind of just like moving around the pieces, trying to figure out what that thing is. The biggest thing I would tell you right now, like when I do this with my goal setting in my academy online, or even with my in-persons, a lot of times we do this and a lot of people have the same goal, and that same goal is like a home run because they've seen somebody else on their team do it, or they've seen it on TV and they saw how excited their teammates or coaches, everybody was when this happened, and they want that feeling. They don't know how they're gonna, like, you don't have to know how you're gonna get this goal done yet, because that's what I'm here to help you with. You don't have to know all the step-by-step process to make that goal happen, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it has to be something that you don't know how you're gonna get there yet, but you're excited about, okay? So, as you guys are kind of thinking, hopefully brainstorming, some of you probably have come up with a goal already, okay? And I'm really hoping you have. And if you have, I would love more than ever if some of you just shared whatever that is. And by the way, it doesn't have to be descriptive like your journal entry was. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to be playing against the Chicago Bandits and I'm going to hit a triple and then I'm going to hit a double. I'm going to hit the cycle. You don't have to be that specific, but I want you to have some sort of a goal in mind. So a lot of times when I do this, if you need this right now, do this. I want you to, if you haven't thought of it yet, close your eyes. Close your eyes. And parents, like, seriously, you can do this too. Like, I kid you not, you can do this too. It works. Close your eyes, and I want you to envision yourself in a place where you're not there yet, but somewhere that you dream to be, that you wish to be at. I'm going to envision being on a softball field. What type of clothes are you wearing? What type of jersey do you have on your chest? Does it say Purdue University? Totally just gonna throw that out there. Does it say Team USA? What number are you wearing on your back? What's your dream number that you want on your back? What do your cleats feel like when they're digging in the sand right now? What do your teammates look like? Your ideal teammates, your ideal coaches. What's the weather like? Is it a beautiful day? Is it raining? I don't know. Envision these things that you wish or you dream are going to happen when you get to that thing. What's it going to be like? Can you envision yourself in this moment doing this thing that you have never done before? Can you picture it? Can you picture it as perfect? Picture it. All the things. And as you're doing this, I want you to be writing these things down, okay? So if you just had an epiphany moment and you're just like, holy smokes, if that happened, I would pee my pants. If that happened, the world would change. I want you to write down all the things that you're thinking of right now. Like, write it all down. Just, if you go through an entire page, like, tell me what's going on. Like, I want to know in these comments, like, what are the things that you're writing down? What is the thing that excites you the most? This is the stuff, I kid you not, this is the stuff where it's like, I'm not as excited or passionate as I normally am on my Monday lives, because this is the stuff that you have to be able to slow down and think about. A lot of times I have like so much positivity, so much energy, I'm like throwing into the camera and talking way too fast. But today is about reflecting and honing in on those thoughts and those beliefs that you have in yourself. So if you can dream it, this is where I'm telling you right now, and I know this is a cliche quote, but literally if you can dream it right now, you can believe, I just wrecked it. If you dream it, you can do it. Okay? If you dream it, if you physically say, I'm going to do this thing, it's going to be crazy. This is crazy. This is scary. This is the scariest thing I've ever thought of in my life. Freaking myself out. It's fine. You're doing it right. I'm scared. But holy smokes, that would be cool. Wouldn't it be cool if? Fill in the blank. I want to know some of yours, okay? And I might just call out Kinsey right now because I know she's on here and I know her goal. Okay, and I know I've already said it out loud, but I want to hear some of your goals. So I'm going to give you like 15 seconds to kind of like show me the goal or type in the goal if you have it. And if you want to share it, don't be afraid to share it because I want to be able to take that goal and help you find the roadmap to that goal. So if you have the goal in mind, I want you to write it down for me. Please and thanks. Okay. I'm kind of nervous because it just said the content is gone right now. I really hope you can still see me. All right. Write them down. Give you like 15 seconds. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're getting more. Oh my gosh, there's 26 comments now. What? Okay, low key. Last time I looked at this, there were only like 5 comments. Okay, you guys are great. You guys are so great. You are going above and beyond. Okay, let's do this. Okay, Izzy Johnson, I'm calling you out, girl. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Her goal is to get more attention from a college coach and to get committed. So, Izzy, you want to commit to a school. How cool is that? I almost said like freaking cool, but I don't know if everybody likes that word. How cool is that, Izzy? Does that freak you out? I hope you're nodding your head on the other side of the camera right now. Does it freak you out that you could do that thing? That you could be committed to a school one day? If you want, like write in the comments where you want to commit to. If you don't know, it's totally fine. But you want to be in the spotlight in front of a college coach. That is amazing. So okay, so you've put down your big goal right here is to commit to a team, right? And to get seen. Now, let's backtrack and let's go over the tiers to be able to make that goal happen. Okay, girl? I know I'm calling you out right now. This is so fun. But, okay, so here's your goal. Your goal is to get seen by more schools and to commit to a school. It's amazing. Now, let's go to where we are right now. Okay? Izzy. Right now, I want you to answer these questions. Are you on a team, currently, are you on a team where you are constantly being seen by coaches yet? College coaches. Are you going to camps that will make you seen by the college coaches you want to play for? Are you surrounded by teammates that are better than you? Are you surrounded by a good support system? Parents, teammates, coaches, friends. Friends don't have to play softball to be good accountability buddies. Do you have this? And I'm going to ask you right now, do you have a work ethic where you are practicing softball at least 4 times a week? Now, I'm asking you all of these questions, which, by the way, you don't have to respond directly on here. You don't have to. But I'm asking you these questions internally because these are all things that you are going to need or have in order to make that goal happen. So these are all things that I can tell you from my own experience. These are the things that coaches most likely require. They need to be able to see you play before they sign you or they commit you. So if you're Izzy, I don't know if you said, so I don't know like specifically what grade level you're in. I'm bad with like thinking of that stuff. But if you right now, let's say you're a freshman in high school and you're looking to get recruited, you are probably playing high school ball, great, but you do need to be playing on a travel team in order to get seen by a coach. So if you're not currently on one of the better teams in your area that's going to play in showcases in front of college teams, you need to, the first step, I would say actually the second step. Let's say the first step is to make sure you're consistently hitting or working at your craft the sport of softball at least 4 times a week. Okay? Once you're consistently practicing 4 times a week, I need your next goal to be on a team that is going to be seen by college coaches. And when I say be on a team, that might mean you have to try out for the scary team. But here you go. It's another goal. Okay? These are mini goals to help you get to your big goal. So once you're practicing 4 times a week at least, which, you can speed up the process by, doing 5, 6 times. You can amp up this number, but at least 4 times. Like, that's the minimum, okay? 4 times a week, you're on a team that's going to be seen by college coaches. Once you're on that team, you have to reach out to those college coaches that you want to play for and tell them your schedule so they can see you in real time. And then I need you to also go to the schools that you want to go to, and I need you to email those coaches that you want to go to that school. And also, one tip here, if you're going to email a coach, tell them something that they're doing great in their program. Coaches love to hear the good stuff that they're doing. So if you're emailing coaches right now, this is just like a side tip. If you're emailing coaches, tell them what you love about their program. Like, that coaches will never stop loving hearing that. Tell them start off with what you love about their program, specifically like, oh, I love that you guys do this before a game. You guys do this team chemistry stuff before a game. It's amazing. Or, I love the way your base runners take advantage on the base. Just things like that. Things that you've studied that you know that this team does. And if you can't think of anything there, just be like, hey, I love this school because they have the program that I want to study. So that's what you have to do. You have to reach out to those coaches. And then that's where coaches, if you're doing it right, if you're going step by step, you can't go to the last step before going and skip the steps in between. You have to go step by step. So Izzy, I just gave you the roadmap to hopefully get seen by coaches. So if you want to DM me later and have more questions about it, let me know. But hopefully that type of flip and mindset to help you get to that goal can resonate for other people. Let's go over one more goal that people have said. Okay. Hang on. These are really good, guys. Like, these are really good. Okay. Should we do the common one? Should we do the one with the home runs? Okay, hang on. I need to be able to, pull this up and see all these things. Okay. I can't, see all the comments. It's really frustrating. Okay. So the comments that I can see right now. Let's go with this one. That's cool. Some of these are really in depth, which I absolutely love. But remember, a goal should be, so I'm just going to say this one out loud. So Mills, I've worked with Mills before, her goal was to be in the Olympics for USA, hitting the winning home run in the championship game. Now, if you can picture that is incredible, because you've probably seen somebody hit a home run in a championship game to win the game. But you can't, so once you get to the Olympic team, you can't just assume you're going to be in that position, but if you can always dream to be in that position and then have every ounce of your training preparing yourself for that moment, you're ready for the moment. So I absolutely love that one. So her goal is to be in the Olympics for USA, hitting the winning home run in a championship game. You can't know that you're going to be up to bat to get the winning home run for the championship game, but if you can dream it, and you're in that situation, Mills, and you are literally standing in the box with Team USA across your chest, and you're in that pressure moment, nobody's more ready for that moment than you. Because you've decided at this very moment right here that that's the thing that you're going to go and do. And so every decision that you are going to make will now be for that goal, which is absolutely incredible. I love it. Okay, so one more. Lexi's goal is to hit her first home run. And I've talked to Lexi about this, but I kind of want to share it with a lot of people because a lot of people might have written down home run. I don't know. But a lot of my kids do. And so this is the way you can break down a home run, okay? You cannot predict the day your home run's going to happen. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. Your first home run's going to happen when you least expect it, okay? So here's the way I would break down a home run. Home run's up here. You're right here, okay? The step-by-step process. I will tell you a very similar thing to what we did for Izzy's goal is to, if you want to hit a home run, you better be hitting. You better be hitting, and when I say that, you better be hitting at least 3-4 times a week, if not more, okay? Because you need to be developing, and by the way, If you're just swinging at wiffle balls, like, that's not intentional hitting, but I need you to be hitting and practicing on the things that you struggle with the most, okay? Now, there are things that Lexi, that you're probably phenomenal at as a hitter. You probably have a pitch that you absolutely love and that you rip every time you see it. That's not the pitch I want you to work on, okay? Because you got that one in the bag. But guess what? There are 8 other pitches in a pitching zone that ball could be. So I need you to work on your first step 3 to 4 times a week, if not more, on the things that you're not as good at. So if you hate the low and outside pitch, which pitch do you think I want you to be going for the most? That one, okay? So, Lexi, work on that. Work on those things that you're not as good at, okay? 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. If not more is the bonus. It's the sprinkles on top of the ice cream or the cupcake, okay? That's what I want you to do first. Now, when you're consistently doing that, when you have that routine in the bag, you're constantly doing it, the next step there is to be able to hit more line drives, okay? So I am a firm believer of this. A coach told me this a long time ago. Hard ground balls, if you can consistently hit hard ground balls, those lead to hard line drives, okay? And if you're consistently hitting hard line drives, those lead to home runs, okay? So see where I'm going here? You have to be able to work from the ground up. And I always actually teach hitters to work physically from the ground up, use the ground for your power, but think about hitting in that way. If you're constantly hitting fly balls over and over and over, you're just getting under everything and they're going in the sky, your mentality has to be, all right, I need a hard ground ball here. Because when you're thinking hard ground ball, you're getting on top of the ball and you're probably getting through it. So if you're doing that, this is another side note. You're hitting a lot of pop-ups, the solution, hit harder ground balls. Because those will lead to hard line drives, okay? So Lexi, now we're hitting more line drives. We're consistently hitting line drives. This is great. Now, if you're in a position to hit a home run, and I'm not saying you have to be at the top of the lineup to hit a home run. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are one of the better hitters on your team and you're hitting within like the 2 to 4 hole, or maybe the 1 to 4 hole, and you're one of the most consistent and reliable hitters on your team, you're probably in a headspace where you're dominant and that you are going to be able to be ready for a situation where a home run could happen. You're putting yourself in the best state to do that. So if you're consistently hitting 3 to 4 times a week on the things you're not as good at, you're consistently hitting line drives, and you're in the 1 to 4 hole, and I know you can hit a home run with whatever position you're in, but if that's your next step and you haven't hit your home run yet, then your goal's got to be one of the better hitters on your team, okay? Because people around you, like I said before, you need to be on a team where people are better than you so that you can be working not to beat them, but to see how the greats do their thing and to be surrounded by better competition so that you can say, oh man, she just hit a home run. What'd she do different than me? And now you know the thing. So be one of the better hitters on your team. Then that home run will happen. Now, here's the crazy thing. Here is the crazy thing. You have the goal in mind. So we just went over 3 goals. You have the goal in mind. That goal can happen. It can actually happen to you before you get to some of these steps, okay? But I'm telling you, you have to start with steps that you can handle, bite-sized pieces that you can handle, that you can tackle, and I'm giving you the tools to be able to go up the ladder, up the chain to harder and harder things. So hopefully this is resonating for you. So no matter what your goal was, I want you to know that there is a stepping stone. There are steps to get there. So I want you to kind of dig deep on what those steps are for you, what they might be for you, and write those things down, okay? So that's like one of like the coolest things that I could give you is not to just help you figure out what that goal is, which by the way, it might take you some time to figure out your goal. You don't have to show up here and have a goal in mind, but you have this video that you can watch forever. I'm actually going to leave it on the Smash Tribe forever. So if you need to go over another goal, let's say Lexi hits her home run like next week and she's like, oh my gosh, I need another goal. You can watch this live. That's the whole point of this. I want you to be able to watch this live to help you decide what your next goal is going to be. Because if you're always goal-oriented and you're always going after something and you develop the mental tool to be able to say, okay, what's my next step? What's more? then you can build the habit of, okay, I reached my goal. I'm ready for the next one. Now, here's the thing, too. I'm also going to add this. I didn't put this in my notes, but I think this is so, so important that I'm going to say it right now. When you get to your goal, which I have no doubt in my mind you're going to get to the goal. I'll talk about accountability in a second when you're not feeling great, but when you have this goal in mind and you do the thing, Lexi, when you hit the home run, Mills, when you hit that game-winning home run to win the game in the Olympics, Izzy, when you commit to your dream college, when you commit to college, you need to stop and celebrate that moment. So, and I'm saying this now, people are probably like, duh, of course I'm going to celebrate the moment. I'm telling you right now, I am dealing with people that are higher level than me. They're bigger, better. A lot of people know them as coaches, and they are so goal-oriented that once they get to the goal, they do not stop and celebrate it, and they're always going to the next goal, going to the next goal, going to the next goal, going to the next goal. No celebration in between. And then they're finding that they are, seriously, kid you not, and I know this is probably like foreign to a lot of people that are listening, but they have not celebrated and enjoyed the process, enjoyed the moment that they're in. They're always living in the future. And for that, it's hard for them to be able to enjoy the moment that they're in, and they're most likely the most miserable later on. So when you get to the goal, which, like I said, I am your biggest fan right now. You are going, Lexi, you're going to hit that home run. Izzy, you're going to commit to your dream college. Mills, you're going to be in the Olympics and hit that game-winning home run because you're ready for it. You're going to be ready for it. Melissa said, I want the defense to never know what I'm going to do, and I absolutely love that. As a base runner, I have so much appreciation for that. When you do that thing, and I know you will, I need you to find something and celebrate that moment. Like, whatever it is. Like, for me, I don't know if you saw my Instagram live, I bought Halo Top ice cream for after this live because I know I'm pouring my heart and my soul into you guys that I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate after this because I know that I put in every ounce that I could into this live to be able to inspire you guys to go after the thing that sets your heart on fire. So I hope that you guys have the thing, that you have the goal, because I have more. Are you guys ready? All right. If you have water, take a sip of it. Water is important. So my comments haven't loaded in a while. I'm just gonna refresh the page. So hopefully, like, I can see if any more comments have come up. But I hope this is resonating. Like, if you have grabbed at least one source of something you didn't know, I want you to give me like a clapping hands or a waving hands or something where I can like see your comment. Okay. Brad said, Lizzie missed an entire year with an injury. Her goal is to catch back up and make varsity as a freshman. She's in 7th grade. Girl, I promise you, it's those people that are injured or the people that have gone through the most adversity are the ones that know what real pain feels like. Like, and you know how awful it is to be able to watch your team do the thing and not be there for them. So this is like, you're rising up. This is the opportunity for Lizzie to just blow everyone out of the water because no one has fought a battle like her. That's where it's seriously like the people with the most adversity. There's I really wish I could think of her name, but she's if you guys have heard of her, she was the surfer who, when she was like 13 years old, a shark like bit her shoulder. She was a surfer. And so ripped off her arm, and she's still a competitive, like, she's one of the best surfers in the entire world. And she talks about this. I just listened to it in a podcast. She has a competitive edge over all of her opponents now because she was injured. And because she figured out how to still surf without an arm, and she didn't let that stop her. So I'm so excited. Like, and I know, like, Lizzie, your injury is not like that, but just think about it. Like, not many people know adversity like you know adversity now. No one in this world knows how hard it is to be in that moment, but now no one in this world can fight as hard as you can. And when I say in this world, whoever's on the field, that's your opponent. They don't know how much of a fighter you are. So I'm excited for you. Okay, I could go all into this. Time to goal set and better yourself. Love it. I love it, Dan. Okay, so let's tap into, okay, you have the goal now. Hopefully you have the goal. If you don't, you can have it, but just, You can figure it out later, but I want you to be in this headspace right now. So you have the goal. Hopefully you have a couple roadmaps or a couple steps where you know if you tackle these things, and hopefully in order, that goal will happen along the way, okay? So you have those things. Now, I need you to make this goal known. And what I mean by that is I need you to, one, write this down. I need you to tell the closest people in your tribe, so whether it's your parents, your best friend, some of your teammates, your coach, I need you to get out of your comfort zone if it makes you do that, if you feel uncomfortable doing this. And I need you to share verbally with them what your goal is. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if your coach knows what your goal is, they're going to be not just as happy. No one's going to be as happy as you are when you achieve your goal, but they're going to help you along that road to success. And I'm not saying every coach will. I'm not saying every friend will. But the more people that know, and I'm not saying the more people that know, like, you're going to go tell the person you sit next to in your second period class, and you're going to tell them what your goal is. Don't tell that person. They don't know you. They don't trust you. But the people you trust most need to know your goal. And if someone tells you that it's crazy, like within those people, it's not their goal. And that's okay. Like, not everybody has to be in approval of your goal. So I'll tell you right now, and I told you I was going to say this and I haven't done it yet. My goal is to hit, so my big all-time goal is to own my own facility. I might call it Smash Tribe, I don't know. But own my own facility and be able to coach coaches on how to coach athletes and how to get on their level and be on their level. So I want to be able to coach other coaches and inspire them to then inspire more athletes across the world. Like this is my mission. I want the Midwest to be on the map when it comes to softball. So that's how I'm going to do it. Now, that's my big time goal. I need my roadmap steps. So my first step, and I think I shared with some of you, my first step was to pay off my student loans. Because I can't build a facility if I have student loans, but then I have debt. I don't want debt when I build this. So my first step was to pay off my student loans. And as of like a month ago, they're gone. So that was my first step, and it's gone. Like, seriously, I think about it, and I'm like, oh, it was so great. I popped open a bottle of champagne, and I enjoyed that moment. Now, my next goal is to be able to inspire, to be able to get my name out there, to be able to inspire as many people as possible into figuring out what their goals are and empowering them. I want to have 10,000 YouTube subscribers. And you're like, what, Ashley? 10,000? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. If you guys are thinking that right now, I think it's insane. I think it's crazy. But in order to do the things that I want to do, I want to be able to have enough of a presence on the internet to where people know my training and know that the things that I'm telling you is real life and they work. So this is where I'm going to ask you right now to share this live or the things that I post with your friends, because I truly believe the things that I've learned are things that are going to help you, and they're going to help the next person that you tell, and they're going to help that, and then the people they tell, that's going to help them. I'm trying to build content. I'm trying to build things that are going to make your lives better and make you reach for more in your game. So that's where I get excited, I get passionate about it, because I want 10,000 YouTube subscribers because I know the content that I'm sharing is going to help you. Some of these things you're probably like, Ashley, you're nuts. But I'm guarantee you put some of these things into action, you're going to see results. Okay? So thank you for sharing all the things with your friends. I'll thank you with a t-shirt. Seriously, like, I have so many t-shirts. I just want to throw them at people. But I would love it, honestly. I would love it more than anything if you guys shared this stuff, because this is my heart. This is my passion. This is why I built this. This is why I'm a solopreneur that's like an entrepreneur by myself. I don't have any help yet. But I have goals that I want to get to, and that's something that's going to help me, and it's going to help more people in return. So thank you. Side note, thanks for sharing. #SmashTribe. Okay, let's go into it. But okay, so I told you I need you to tell your goal to people that you love and that you trust the most, because they're going to be the ones that are going to hold you accountable when you're saying, let's say, Lexi, you're going to hit that home run, right? When you don't believe that you can hit that home run, when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just not there yet. I don't know what else it's going to take, and you say these things to the people that are holding you accountable, they're going to hold you accountable and be like, you got this. And they're going to help you along that route to get to where you want to go because you've shared with them where you want to be. And they're going to remind you of that moment that you want to be in. Okay? So that's the thing. Tell the people you love the most. The second thing that I need you to do with your goal is I need you to put it everywhere you are. So, for example, I'm looking up at my wall right above my desk right now, and I have my goal of 10,000 YouTube subscribers right there, because this is where I work, and this is where things get really overwhelming sometimes. And what do I need the most? I need to be able to see my goal and be like, whew, okay, your problems right now are worth it, because that's going to help you get to 10K, or that's going to help you get to your facility one day. That's why it needs to be visible there. Another place you can put it, I would say, seriously, whip out a Post-it right now or later after this live. Whip out a Post-it note, and I want you to put it in your bathroom on your mirror, or in your room on your mirror, somewhere where you can see it all the time. If you put it on your fridge, put it on your fridge. Put it in multiple places. Don't just put it one place. Like, seriously. If you could put it right above your bedside, do it. Put it somewhere where when you're going through something hard, when you're going through, you're watching YouTube videos about how to make your swing better, Lexi, because you want to hit that home run, and you're learning drills on YouTube, which, by the way, everything is figure-outable and everything is on the internet. Like, Google search bar will help you in more ways than you probably even know. When you're researching, when you're diving into it, and you're just like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, Instagram looks cool. Oh, Facebook looks cool. And then you look to your right and you're like, uh-oh, my goal's right there. And my intention was the goal, but then I got distracted. When you get distracted, you need that reminder right there. Okay, so put it in places. It's actually, I don't have my goal on my laptop, but I do have Dream Big on my laptop. So it tells me that you're a dreamer. But you gotta dream big, okay? If you don't get anything from today, you gotta dream big. You gotta dream for things that scare you. Or else you're just gonna be complacent your whole life, and you're just gonna be here. And I'm always one who wants to search for more in my life. I'm always one that wants to do things that people say I can't. Like, a lot of people, like, I guarantee people are thinking, and I'm not saying right now, I'm just saying people that I've told are thinking 10,000 YouTube subscribers, that's absolutely nuts. I'm chilling at like 120 right now. I'm telling you what, I'm trying to feed that 120 the best content they've ever seen in their life, so they have no other choice than to share it with people. But when you think about it, like, from my aspect, I don't get seen unless it's shared. So I'm trying all these different tactics to try to make that happen. I'm totally going off on a tangent. But here's the thing. My plan with my 10,000 YouTube subscribers is to, and I guarantee you when I'm at 5,000, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to say to myself, when I'm at 5,000, I'm going to be like, how the heck do I get 10? Like, it was so hard to get to 5. This is ridiculous. This is so hard. And I'm going to try to talk myself out of it. And you're probably going to get to a moment where you're going to talk yourself out of it. But here's the thing. I have a plan when I get to 5K. When I get to 5K, I know for a fact I'm going to have more money in the bank, because I just paid off my loans, more money in the bank when I get to 5K. And I know that money is going to go into a course. Because her name's Sunny Lenarduzzi. And I know her name's kind of funny, but she has this online course where she gets people from like 0 to 100,000 in like a month. And it's just insane, the tools that she has. And I'm dying to get into her course. But that's my goal when I get to 5K. And maybe it'll happen earlier, I don't know. But that's my goal at 5K. It's like one of my mini goals to the mini goal. Is that's my goal, because I want to be able to learn from her the things that I don't know. And then if I try to figure it out on my own, it's probably going to take me longer. So that's why I think online courses, that's why I think things on the internet, this free stuff on the internet, it's so powerful, and there's so much free stuff on the internet. Like, every Monday I'm out there at 3 p.m. Eastern sharing something that I feel like more people need to know that they don't, that I wish I would have learned when I was a kid. So there is free content out there, and I'm here trying to serve you as best as I can. So if you could do me a favor as well, on my, like, comment on here, like, some ideas that you want to learn more about, maybe specifically to the goals that you or your daughter have. And then I can, like, share those things and use those as topics on Mondays. I would love that. Because I'm not going to run out of topics, but sometimes I like a little bit of a idea of what you guys want. So let me know that stuff. And so let's go back to the course for a second. I believe in online courses. I believe in someone telling me how to get to my goals faster. And this is why I've built the Ashley Burkhart training, or the Ashley B Goal Setting Academy. And this is happening next month. This is happening literally, it's starting tomorrow. Like it's starting tomorrow night. We're going to get on a live. Everybody that's signed up for it, which is all my online trainings currently. All the online trainings that I currently have, they're getting access to this 1 month course for free. And what they're getting in this course, I'll tell you just right now. What they're getting is one face-to-face video call. So it's going to be on WhatsApp. I don't know if you know what that app is, but it's a video call with just me and them. And we're going to talk about the goal. If they don't have the goal yet, if they're not here tonight, we're going to come up with the goal and the roadmap to it. And after we do that, we're going to go straight into the accountability. So them finding someone, and I'm going to help them, and I'm actually going, they don't know this, but I'm going to create things that they can always look at. So I'm going to create for them, I don't know if I want to share it. Okay, I'm doing it anyway. A background screen, of their goal. So I'm going to create on Canva, which is a cool app, what their goal is, word by word, and I'm going to put it on their phone. So on their phone, they're constantly seeing it. So we're going to go over the accountability aspect. There's so many, I'm going to teach them how to journal correctly. There's so much power in knowing how to get your thoughts down on paper, because when you are struggling with something and you just start writing, a lot of times you figure out your issue. And somebody, I don't remember who told me this, but they actually write down the things that happen that aren't going well for them, and then they burn it. And that's their way of letting go of the thing. So I'm going to teach them how to journal, and I'm going to teach them the importance of it. And I'm going to show them and they're going to be a part of a community, an online community that are all reaching for more in their game. And we're going to do this together. We're going to write down our goals, and we're going to hold each other accountable. I'm going to give people buddies that are either their age or have similar goals, and have them keep talking up themselves when they don't feel like they can do the thing. And the whole goal within this 30 days, I think it's 29. No, I think it's 30 or 31 days total. We're all going to have a mini goal that we're after. It's going to help us towards our big time goal. So that's the coolest part about this academy. And I didn't know who else to tell other than you guys. Pretty much nobody knows about this academy that's going on. But I hope I still have people on. If you have 60 seconds at least left, give me your 60 seconds. If you invest in in my online training, the one that I started in March, which is in either a 2-pack, a 4-pack, or a 6-pack of lessons, which means if you get a 2-pack, you're getting 2 individualized lessons specific to what your swing needs. So it's a lesson plan specific, you'll send me your swing, and I will give you the roadmap to help you fix your swing. So if I see this girl that sends me their swing does not use a whole lot of her legs, I'm giving you a leg drill, and I'm giving you a whole lesson plan on what to do when you do that drill. So that's what's going to be happening in that lesson plan. And then in between the lesson, we get on a FaceTime call, or not FaceTime, but you know what I mean. And we talk about how the drill is going for you, and also where are we with our goal? I'm your accountability partner. Are we actually making progress right now? Are we still getting there? How are we mentally? Have we been journaling? We touch base here so that I can make sure you're still headed towards your goal. And then after that video call is your second lesson plan. So that's a 2-pack. And if you want to sign up for these, which I'm just going to tell you right now, if you go to Ashley B Training, and some of you don't have a laptop nearby, but I will tell you right now, you can always look back to this video later, and you go to online training, which is the last tab on ashleybetraining.com, and you go to Online Training Academy for grades 2 through 12, you can sign up for the 2, the 4, or the 6-pack. So the 4-pack, it works just like the 2. So it's 4 lesson plans, and then in between every lesson plan is a video call. So you get one-on-one time with me for 15 minutes to ask me anything. And that's one of the most exciting things about it. A lot of people, they tell me they sign up not just for the drills, but for me to be able to see where they're at and give them positivity, so that, because sometimes when you're after a goal, things get tough. And I want to be here to be your biggest fan. So that's where you can sign up for that. If you go to ashleybtraining.com and you can click on the 6-pack, the 4, the pack, or the 2-pack. Now here's the deal. If you do this, if you sign up for the 6, the 4, or the 2, by noon tomorrow, you sign up for one of those by noon tomorrow, you will get next month's academy. Online goal setting academy, where you're going to be held accountable. You're going to be in a community of people that are wanting more in their game. You're going to be surrounded by, you're going to have a live video call with me. We're going to have live video coaching sessions so it's either going to be a live coaching session, or it's going to be a pre-recorded video session on journaling, accountability, or those things that I was talking about earlier. And you will get all of that for absolutely free. If you only want the academy, it's $97. Okay? The 2-pack, I will tell you right now, if you want to buy just the 2-pack, it's $87. So if you buy the 2-pack of lessons right now, it's $87. Which, by the way, an in-person lesson with me is $80 for an hour. So I'm just letting you know, you're getting 2 lesson plans and a video call with me for a 2-pack for $87. You can buy the 4-pack, which is $187. So there's 4 lesson plans, 3 video calls. If you buy that, you get next month free. Or if you buy the 6-pack, which is the best deal of them all, is $227 for 6 lessons and 5 video calls. You get the entire academy for free. So if you buy any of those, you get that for free. So the reason why I get so excited about this, honestly, guys, is because I wish I had more of a roadmap. I honestly do. I feel like, yeah, I got to college, I got to pro, I played on some of the biggest stages, but honestly, like, one of my goals growing up was to play in the Olympics. I wanted to play in the Olympics. This is where I get excited about Mills, who's on this call right now, is because she is at the age where I decided I wanted to be an Olympian. And I didn't have the roadmap. My dad and I had to try to figure out the roadmap for me. And if I can help you find your roadmap, if I can give you the tools to get to your goals faster, that's the goal, guys. Like, the goal is to be able to get to your goal as fast as possible. And I want to be able to give you the roadmap. Just like when I said, I'm investing in courses that are going to help me get to my next level. This is where I truly believe the internet is so stinking cool. You can literally learn the things that are specific to the things you need to learn on the internet. And that's why, so this is why I nerd out so much on this stuff and why I get so excited, is because goal setting is just the first step, guys. It's the first step. Having the goal is the first step. Putting in the work specific to that goal and being held accountable and learning how to journal and making it known. Those are all like the foundation to success. But if I can literally tell you step by step how you can get to your goal, how I can help you with your swing, how I can help you with your mental game, if I can be there for you, you will get to that goal faster, because there is no one else that believes in you more than, one, your parents, but me. Because you are literally in the shoes that I wanted to be in. And I have been through enough in this game. I have played college, I've coached college, I have now coached hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of athletes to get to their goals faster. And I firmly believe if you invest in my program, which, by the way, the one thing I didn't tell you you're going to get to is a t-shirt, which on the back says, I'm pulling it up on my website right now. I can tell you exactly what it says. It says, you're not like everyone else, and we're not here to fit a mold. If you follow under that category, which I wish more athletes did, you are not like everyone else. You are not supposed to be like someone else. You are supposed to be the best version of you. How can you show up as the best version of you if you're always comparing yourself to other people? How can you show up as the best version of you if you have the decision to play softball or go to a pool party, you're always going to the pool party and you're not putting in work in your game? If you're that person, you will not get to that goal. You're not meant to be and please other people. You're meant to be the best version of yourself. We're not on this planet to be like another softball player. We're here to change the game and to be the best version of ourselves in this very moment. And I'm here to help you do that. I'm here to help you find the best version of yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I'm 6 minutes over, but like this was an absolute blast. If any of you have questions, I'm over in time, so I'm actually going to hop off. But if you have questions, send me a DM or send me a message like on Facebook or some other site. I'm trying to figure out why I can't see your guys' comments. I'm really sorry. I don't know if anybody's like commenting right now. But the last thing I'm going to say is if this inspired you to just want to do more in your life, in your game, which, like I said, you elevate your game, you're elevating other aspects of your life too. You do that. You put in the work now. Imagine how everything will pan out for you. It's going to be bigger and better than you've ever expected it. Okay, so I think we're still on live. I'm just gonna read off a couple of these. It's awesome to see this game grow you into a wonderful human from when you were a lost little freshman in high school. Yeah, it's so true. Like, man, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, you guys are like inspiring me. You got this, Ashley. You can do it, Ashley. I just saw those comments. You guys are seriously amazing. Oh, I love it. I'm going to be reading all these comments later. I'm sorry I couldn't like see the comments on here. I wish I could have. But you guys are seriously the best. If this inspired you, please share it with people that you know. Anybody that joins the Smash Tribe is going to be able to see this video. So if you're inspired by it, I know I keep saying it, but I just get so excited because I know some lives are going to be changed. Because now you have the goal, you have the roadmap, and I hope I can help you find the roadmap too. Okay, so if you are interested in investing in Ashley B Training, which I should look at my Calendly and see if anybody's signed up, but you can sign up for my academy. I never said this. You can sign up for the academy. Right underneath where you could sign up for the 2-pack, the 4-pack, the 6-pack. So if you don't buy a 6-pack, 2-pack, or 4-pack, 6-pack, which you would get the entire month free. If you don't buy that, and you just want to buy the $97 course of the academy next month, which is the Ashley B Goal Setting Academy. If you just want that, you can click just under the Online Training Academy, which is on the Online Training tab in ashleybtraining.com. You can just buy it for free. It says Join My Goal Setting Academy, and it'll take you to my Calendly app, which is not an app, it's a website. And you can pick the 30th, so the date of the 30th, which is tomorrow, which will be the first live that we go on together. It's going to be like a 30-minute intro to the next month, get us excited for the next month and the goals that we want to achieve. That's where you would sign up. So the whole $97 payment will be made when you sign up for that 7 p.m. Live tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, you can go for it. But if you want to invest in the 2, the 4, the 6-pack and have your goals tailored to you, click on one of those and my Calendly app will come up and it'll show all the availability that I have for our initial call. So you'll have one free initial call where we can just get to know each other a little bit. And you can do that by clicking on the calendar. So let's say for the 6-pack, it brings up my dates to when I'm available for the next availability for a call. So let's say it says I'm available Wednesday. I'm available at 7:30 p.m. and 7:45. So you can pick the time that we're going to be on a video chat, and I'll call you within the WhatsApp. And when you sign up, I'll be able to send you all the things. So if you're interested in that, that's where you can sign up. If you sign up for the 2, the 4, the 6-pack before noon tomorrow, you will get all of next month's academy for free. Okay? So tell your friends, because this is about to be spectacular and amazing. I've never done anything like this. You guys are the first ones, and it's going to be incredible. I know it is. Okay? So thank you guys for signing up. Thank you for hanging out with me for an extra 10 minutes. I'm going to eat my Halo Top ice cream, and I'm going to go to bed. And tomorrow is going to be the first day of our academy, and I cannot wait to start. All right, guys. This was incredible. Thank you. Share it with your friends. Good night.